Hello everybody, it's Daryl Dixon coming back at you today with another short edition of the Daily Daryl. And today we're talking about the dangers of drinking and driving, and it's especially it relates to an accident that happened last weekend, a tragic accident that happened last weekend up in Lexington after the University of Kentucky versus Murray State football game. And what had happened is a little boy, 4-year-old, had been trying to cross the street with his parents when he was hit by a UK student, an 18-year-old student named Jacob Heil. He was 18. He had just pledged. Hello, Melissa. He had just pledged ATO fraternity, which this video has nothing to do with knocking anybody's fraternity or anything like that, but it just addresses a lot of the problems that they're having up at UK right now. I understand in the past that UK has banned fraternities from having tailgating before football games at UK. And so what I think happened in this, and all the information is pointing towards this. Hello, Donna. All the information is pointing towards the fact that this particular fraternity had an off-campus party. Well, once you go off campus, then people pledges, which is what Jacob was, and other people have to drive to those parties. Now, the interesting thing here is the accident occurred at 2 o'clock, which was after the game on Saturday. The game started around noon, so actually the game wouldn't even have been over. And this young man, so I don't know if he went to the game or if he was just coming from the tailgating party that his fraternity was having. But here's what's happened since then. The young man, the 4-year-old boy, and we won't mention his name, he was taken to the hospital. He was in critical care through the weekend, and yesterday he died from his injuries. And UK and the football team, a lot of people have issued sympathetic messages for him, his family, and even the guilty party. Now, Jacob, the one that hit the child, is only 18 years old, and that brings in a whole lot of other things into question. Number one, the publicity surrounding this. But just so you know, the law in Kentucky is when someone is between the ages, driving age to 21, there's no legal limit for alcohol, even the slightest trace of alcohol, and they can get charged with DUI. And in this case, he did. His blood alcohol, although the early reports were that he was really drunk, I think that the actual blood alcohol content came out and it was 0.05, which is not over the legal limit of 0.08. However, as being under 21, like we said, any trace of alcohol and he will get a DUI. When someone is hurt, then the DUI turns into what's called an aggravating factor. And now that the young man, the 4-year-old child, has died, the Kentucky State Police or the local agency, whether it be UK Police, Fayette County, or Lexington Police, will have to open a death investigation. And those typically take 6 to 8 months. So there's a lot more to this story that's going to go on. But just know for now that a child was killed next to the football stadium at UK after the game the other day. And our prayers go out to his family. Our prayers even go out to the young man and his family who hit him. It was a terrible, terrible mistake on his part, and one that could have been avoided had UK policies been different. So there's just a whole lot of things to this story, a whole lot of things going on here, and we're not going to get into UK and their policies and all that. Just to show another example of the dangers of drinking and driving, especially when you're around a stadium that's got 40 or 50,000 people coming in and out during and after a football game. So I think that's about it. Trying to see if there's, I think UK has said they're looking into other transportation means for the students, and because but I don't know that this was something that could have been prevented if this young man had made the choice to drive to off campus parties. Now, his fraternity, Alpha Tau Omega, has been suspended at UK, and he has been suspended as well. So there'll be more from that, and more on the dangers of the drinking with the fraternities and everything is surely to come for this story. But for now, like I said, our prayers go out to the child killed and his family. There's a GoFundMe page set up for him, and I'll try to attach the link in the comments section of the video. So again, don't drink and drive. Educate your children not to drink and drive, especially when they're at school. This is something that was so avoidable in the age of Uber and Lyft, and just being able to walk around a college campus. I mean, I was up on that campus last 2 weeks ago, and I walked around the whole thing, and it's not but 4 or 5 miles. So anyway, it's Daily Daryl with a tragic story from UK, again showing us the dangers of drinking and driving, especially when a lot of people are around. Don't get behind that wheel. Call an Uber, call a friend, walk, or don't drink. Daily Daryl, we're out for Wednesday. See you back tomorrow.